Hello, 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 everyone. It is ListinerInspires coming at you live with day three of my Purpose and Identity Accountability Live. This is your Espresso shot of inspiration. If you do not know who I am, my name is ListinerInspires. I am an award-winning author. I am an international inspirational speaker. I am a healing and accountability expert, and I'm also the founder and creator of Healing is a Journey, a quarterly series of conferences designed to help those who have gone through trauma and abuse learn how to start living their best healed life. Thank you for tuning in. If you are tuning into this on your way home from work, or you're tuning into this when you get home and settled, thank you, thank you, thank you. I know I'm a lot bit late with this live. Just a lot has transpired today, and so but I wanted to be consistent in doing this, showing up in this space no matter what happens, which is so befitting of today's title, Keep the Faith. So as I had mentioned before in the previous lives, I am not planning the titles on a day-by-day basis. I'm just like allowing God to give me the message that applies to myself, as well as helping those who may tune in and need to hear this message. So keep the faith. I have put up a scripture, Hebrews 11:1, which says, faith is the confidence that we hope for. Faith is the confidence that what we hope for will actually happen. It gives us assurance about things we cannot see. So I was watching the Book of Eli yesterday. God prompted me to watch that. If you have not seen it, it is on Netflix. It is with Denzel Washington. It came out several years ago, but it was just this amazing story that really just emulated what faith looks like, that journey of faith. And so I'm like, okay, God, you gotta be watching this. And I'm taking notes, and I realized that, he gave me some key pointers and a lot of topics that I can talk about over the next couple of weeks that apply to what I am doing right now, which, if you don't know what I'm doing, I've decided to start what's called the New Beginnings for myself, with this conference coming out September 28th. If you have not gotten your tickets, the link is in the title of the live. But I wanted to hey Mighty, I wanted to really know and understand what my purpose and identity is, to know who God created me to be before He placed me in my mother's womb. I wanted to know who I really was created to be, my purpose and my identity. And I feel like the only way I could do that is to really give myself to God and allow Him to really take away the things that are not of Him, to start chiseling things away and removing things that are not of Him. And so I said I was going to just be obedient and be submissive to God's will and allow Him to do what He needs to do, because in order for me to really be my greatest self, I need to really know who my greatest self is. And so I was like, I need to just let go of all the BS. I need to get out of my own way, and I need to truly do what God has called me to do. And so this message of keeping the faith, or keep the faith, is important to me because I realized that this journey is not easy. It has not been easy from day one when I decided, maybe a few years ago, that I wanted to do what God's will was in my life. And I wanted something different. Things started to shift. People started to leave. Circumstances started to change. And not most of it felt good. Actually, not a lot of it felt good. And as I look back, I think, well, it was all for my good, though it did not feel good. And what kept me from giving up was that faith of knowing that God had called me to greater. And so now, as I'm in day 3 of really focusing in on the purpose and identity, who I am, who God created me to be, so that I can bring and produce the greatest stuff that God will have me to produce for His people, I, within the last 24 hours, have just really been going through. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, God, like, I know that This is not going to be easy, and I know that it's needed. And so I just have to keep the faith, knowing that God has called me to greater, and He knows ultimately what His plans for my life are. And so I just want to encourage you that if God has revealed even a portion of what He has for you, and you have gotten excited, but along the way things have happened, and that you have either lost some people or some circumstances did not work out for what you felt was your best interest, know that God is not one to lie, and that God will come through. Just hold on to the words that He gave you in the beginning of your journey that propelled you and motivated you to go out there. And it's okay if you have to stop and breathe for a minute. It's okay if you need to cry. It's okay if you need to just take a moment, but never allow any circumstance or situation to keep you in one place. Because hence, healing is a journey. It talks about walking through the process and what that looks like. You never want to stay in one place. You always want to move forward. And what keeps you moving forward is that faith. Keeping that faith that no matter what is happening and transpiring around you, within you, near you, next to you, alongside of you, in front of you, that God has you. He has made the way, paved the way for you. And along that way, He will provide the tools you need in order to be successful. But we have to keep the faith. And what does that look like? Always look to the positive. I know that's easier said than done, but if you're always looking for what God has promised you in everything, if you're always looking for a word from Him, for